What's going on, guys? So welcome to us to a short review of the Nottingham Forest 3-2 win against us in the Carabao Cup. So we're out and I'm in the living room now. So I'm still frustrated. I've just finished editing off the match day experience. It will be out in the morning. And just going into the game, Newcastle were pathetic from start to finish. Rafa made a couple of changes. He brought in a couple of youngsters in Jamie Sterry and Dan Laser. So going into the first half, Newcastle United took the lead through Alexander Mitrovic after 2 minutes. Great stop by Newcastle. Then it should have been up to us just to take the game to Nottingham Forest and to think, right, okay, we are the Premier League team. Yes, we've come off the back of 2 defeats and we're at home in front of 27,000 fans. And, they've all paid good money to watch this game. And after when we scored, we didn't look interested yet again. Not for the first time this season. And Nottingham Forest twice hit one the sucker punch. After 28 minutes, they're 1-1. We didn't deal with that ball. And then 2 minutes later, in the 30th minute, it's 2-1 Nottingham Forest. So then what happened after that? What did we do? Did we actually go and look as if we wanted to equalise before we did? Not really. I didn't see it coming because it's Newcastle yet again. We don't do anything. We've got no creativity going forward. And I'm just frustrated because we don't do the basics right. It's the simple man marking that really gets me, and it's the quality that we've got on the pitch that's not good enough. And I don't know. I mean, I've been frustrated trying to edit this vlog. As a fan, you want to be positive, but anyway, let's forget about that. So just before half time, Rolanda Aarons picks up the ball from the wing, drives at the defence, and basically hits a cool shot into the top corner, and it's 2-2. And then you expect Newcastle just to take the game to Nottingham Forest. Yes, we did that in the second half. We had numerous opportunities. It was probably our best half. We took the game to Forest, but did we score? No, we didn't. Forest, fair play to them. They more than held their own. They were defending really, really well. The keeper pulled off a couple of good saves, and we just couldn't score. And then after Rafa made a couple of changes, it just still wasn't working. And then I always thought if we don't score, then if it goes to extra time, I always felt that Forest were going to come and hit one the soccer punch. So anyway, going to the full times 2-2, you fear when it goes to extra time because it can go one way or the other. And I just had that fear that Forest would score. And they did. But just before they scored, what happens? We switched off. So Daryl Murphy, whose job we've just let go to Nottingham Forest, he came on midway through the first period of extra time. Nobody was picking up the player. They were all focused on Daryl Murphy. Corner comes in, set piece. 3-2 Nottingham Forest, game over pretty much. We're not doing anything. And did we look as if we really wanted to get back into the game at that point when Nottingham Forest were 3-2 up? No, we didn't. We were absolutely pathetic in that extra time. To be honest with you, once Nottingham Forest got that third goal, the referee might as well just blew his whistle because we weren't doing anything. And it's frustrating. Hoslu came on. Did Hoslu do anything? No, he didn't. In my opinion, right, why did Hoslu come on in extra time? I don't understand Rafa's, tactics. I don't understand his way of thinking. I don't get us wrong, I love him as a manager, but at the moment, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm just bemused at what's going on, and I'm trying to keep my anger in. I love the club and that, but it's absolutely pathetic. I feel sorry for all of those fans that went there the day. I mean, the 27,000 fans, right? I think we all deserve refunds because that was pathetic. Yes, we scored, 2 goals against Nottingham Forest. They're from the Championship. We are in the Premier League. They've scored 3 past us. What does that tell you? I mean, we've scored no goals in the Premier League anyway. We're no use in that league. I want to be positive, but I can't be. After watching that game tonight, we were pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I don't know how many times I said it, but something's got to be done because we're just so lackluster up front. I mean, when we want to score goals, how do we do it if our midfield's like non-existent? When we don't, do anything with the ball, how do we create opportunities? Because we're absolutely pathetic at doing that either. I didn't even want to do the review tomorrow. Tomorrow, I just want to have a day off YouTube. I just want to, have a good day, enjoy it, and then get the West Ham preview on Saturday on Friday. But I don't know. It's something's got to change because this one up front formation, it's not working. And Rafa, I know Rafa's stubborn. He's not going to change it, but clearly we do not have the players to score goals. It's evident in the 3 games that we've played. We haven't scored any goals. We've conceded 3, and we're playing a West Ham team on Saturday, right? Okay, fair enough. They've lost 2 games. They're in the same predicament as us. But in hindsight, whose team would you rather have? Would you rather have our team or West Ham's team? I tell you whose team I'd rather have. West Ham's team with Hernandez. He's a poacher. He'll finish. I mean, I think we're in a bit of a mess. And do you know what really bugs me, right? About Newcastle, and it's the true Geordie said this about. I think it was last season when we got relegated, right? Newcastle United, right, have got a Champions League stadium with a Champions League fan base, but with a bang average Championship team, and this is why we're getting found out already. Yes, okay, we should be backing the lads and that, but you know what? We've done our bit. But are the lads performing on the pitch? Of course they're not. I mean, I went down to Huddersfield, right? I enjoyed the day on Sunday, but did we show anything on that pitch on Sunday? No, we didn't. We were absolutely pathetic. The Tottenham game, yes, you can kind of understand it's Tottenham. They're going to be challenging for the league, but I don't know. I really, really don't know. I don't know where we go from here. What do we do? I mean, where do we go as a club? I mean, Mike Ashley clearly is not interested. He promised Rafa Benitez when we got promoted that he would give £100 million to invest on players. Have we seen £100 million? Have we? Fuck. We haven't seen nothing. We've seen nothing. I mean, we've spent £40 million, right? But the argument would be that £40 million probably come from the Sky money. Where is it? Where is it actually? Because at the end of the day, we need money to be able to compete in the Premier League. It's evident that on the pitch that we're not good enough. We're so lackluster up front in the Premier League. If you want to stay up, right, everybody has to chip in and we'll have to score goals. At the minute, we haven't scored any. I shouldn't jump on the bandwagon too much, but tonight was just pathetic. There was no need. And it, without sounding too harsh, yeah, without the investment, it's going to be a long season. It really is. And I'm just sick and tired of what I've seen in the last 3 games. I want to produce really good vlogs. I want to produce happy vlogs where you're all happy. And I don't like seeing the fans frustrated. I don't want to be frustrated. We were all frustrated tonight. And I haven't been frustrated supporting Newcastle in a long time. But it's not good enough. It really isn't good enough for a club of our size. We should not be struggling against Championship opposition in the likes of Nottingham Forest. You know what? Nottingham Forest, you were brilliant. Don't get us wrong. He's wanted the game more than us. You were more hungry than us. You played with real passion and you played for the manager and you seem to have played for the shirt. When Darren Murphy came on, he showed why he is a good Championship player. He held the ball up even when they've got the 3-2 lead. They showed what we should have been doing is by picking up the ball and taking care of it more than anything. That's what they did. If any team was going to get a 4th goal, it was going to be them. We were never going to get that 3rd goal tonight. I'm surprised, to be honest, that we even scored 2. If I'm honest, I'm shocked because the way we've been playing in the last few weeks is just pathetic, and I really don't know where we go from here. Mike Ashley needs to get that checkbook out, and I tell you what, we need a creative number 10. We need a striker. We'll probably need some more centre backs by the looks of it. Rolanda Aarons is out with an injury. Fantastic. Just when Lejon in there, Dummett's out. It can't get any worse. Yes, we might have a big team, a big squad, but it's full of Championship players. I mean, where is the Premier League player in our team that's actually got a bit of Premier League quality? You could possibly say Matt Ritchie for his efforts. You could probably say Dwight Gill, but it's just not good enough. It simply isn't good enough, and it has to change because I'm just frustrated tonight more than anything else. I'm just frustrated, and I want to know your thoughts on the game. I mean, I know you were there the night, and some of you were, some of you weren't, but let us know what you thought. And I've spoken to a few of you at the end of the game, and you were kind of thinking the same as me. Mike Ashley needs to spend money. He needs to invest in the team. Rafa Benitez needs to change the formation, and it's looking worrying for the West Ham game. But I don't like the rant. It's not my type of thing. I don't like rant at all. I want to keep things straight, but for what I've seen in the last 2 to 3 weeks, has been nothing short of an absolute disgrace. And who am I going to blame? I'm going to blame both. I'm going to blame the board, which is Mike Ashley and Lee Charnley. And I'm also going to be blaming Rafa Benitez for the formation and stuff, because Rafa Benitez clearly picks the team. He chooses chooses the formation. He should know by now that the formation isn't good enough. And the only reason we won the championship, right, was because we had that little bit extra quality, which championship teams didn't have. We could probably have maybe 2 or 3 efforts on goal in the championship and they were going. Whereas the championship opposition, the likes of who we played tonight, like say Nottingham Forest, teams like Rotherham, Burton, QPR, all these teams, they need at least 9 or 10 to have any sort of opportunity to score a goal. And do we look like a Premier League team? I don't think so at the moment. We do have that championship style in us, and this is why the fans are calling out for fresh investment to improve what we've got already. Because I'm a positive person, but at the moment I'm really, really worried for our future and to where we move forward from here. Because going into this season, I can't be the only one. I was positive. I was looking forward to it under Rafa Benitez, and I was just hoping that would go for it, a mid-table finish. But by the sounds of it, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a relegation battle, and I don't want to say this, but I think we could turn it to the next Sunderland from that season under David Moyes. I hope it's not that bad. I hope I'm proved wrong. But from what I've seen, it's absolutely pathetic, man. It really is. And, not one of them on that pitch tonight can walk off with any, justice that they played well. The one person I could probably point out would probably be Rolanda Aarons. Rolanda Aarons to me was great tonight. He showed a bit of passion and he was trying to drive forward and, and trying to make something happen. But time and time again, we're just lacking creativity. The midfield for me. And you know what it is, right? We might say we're missing John Shelby, but would John Shelby be any better tonight? I don't know. I can't really comment, but I just feel sorry for the fans that went tonight. I don't know. Something's got to give. Something's got to change at this football club because we can't keep working under this policy where Mike Ashley's coming out and saying, "Oh, I've got no money. I've got none of this. I've got none of that." Mate, you've got hundreds, man. I mean, you've just bought a 3% stake elsewhere in another business. I think it's Debenhams. Correct us if I'm wrong. Mike Ashley is an owner, makes me laugh. He really does. I mean, what does he actually want from the club? What does he want from the fans? And what more can Rafa possibly do with this team that we've got? It's bargain based if you think about it. The players that we bought this summer are bargain based, and that's showing it on the pitch. And this is probably why we're not delivering. A lot of people tonight have said, "Oh, Jacob Murphy's been poor and stuff," but I think that's a bit unjustified. I think if you look at Jacob Murphy tonight, he looked knackered. You can tell he's a player that hasn't really had much game time. He's come on here, there, and everywhere. Today, yes, he had more minutes than he did in the Premier League. In the Premier League, he was getting what? He was getting maybe 50 minutes here, 10 minutes there. That's not a lot, and you can tell he wasn't max fit. But I think it's a bit unjustified that he got criticised for playing badly. Yes, we all have bad games, but that's down to Rafa. Only giving him one full 90 minutes against Nottingham Forest, and with more training, with more more game time, then yeah, I think he can become a good player because you know what, Jacob Murphy has got talent, and I think he's a quality player. A lot of Norwich fans will say he's got talent, but I think he's a lad who we've got to look after. He's a lad who we've got to get behind. I think he can produce. He did try towards the end of the game, but a lot of players got tired. Mitrovic was basically, his tank was running out. If I could have one wish, it would definitely be to change the formation. We'll have to change this formation. Something has to change because clearly one up front's not going to work. And if we keep persisting with this one up front, well, I don't know. I don't want to call relegation. I have been asked, will we get relegated in that? But I want to stay positive, of course I do. But for what I've seen tonight, I'm quite worried, man. I really am worried. I'm worried for our season. I'm worried for our future. And worried for Rafa Benitez. What next now for Rafa? What does he do? And if he doesn't get back to the end of this summer transfer market, what happens to Rafa Benitez? Will he stay? Will he leave? Let us know down below. Because I'm worried, man. I really, really am. And the club that we are, yes, we're a big club, and I'm not saying we'll have the right to challenge for top 6 and whatnot. But the fans always say, and I'll say it, and I'll say it again, we need a team that tries. As long as they're trying and they're putting in an effort, brilliant. We can't ask for any more than that. But in the take away the Tottenham game and the last couple of games that I've seen, we've been nothing short of pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And I'm being honest with you, I've been positive right the way, for instance, I've started YouTube. And it's just not good enough, not good enough. And we're going to get found out time and time again, even against the likes of Huddersfield. When I went out to Huddersfield, you know what? They deserve to win. I'm taking that away from them. Yes, we should have had a couple of penalty decisions that might even have gone for or against, but whatever. But yeah, they deserve to win. Tottenham deserved to win when we went down to 10 men when Shelby got sent off. We need to sort the discipline out as well, because some of the tackles that we're doing as well, we're getting found out time and time and time again. But anyway, guys, I'm just rambling, and I have got the match day experience coming out in the morning. I'll just be uploading it as I go to sleep because I'm absolutely shattered now. It's been a long day, and I'm hoping for a positive result against West Ham. We need a point on the board, and it's going to be a relegation clash, if you like. It's like a relegation 6-pointer already, because West Ham have lost 2 games and so have we. And Rafa Benitez and Slaven Bilic are under pressure, so it's winner takes all basically, and whichever one loses is under massive pressure. And I don't know, like Ashley, like I say, if you can, I know you probably won't listen because you never listen to anybody. Get your checkbook out and sign some players, for goodness sake. You know, we've done our bit, 45,000 season tickets sold, and you go and say things like that, and it's reflecting on the pitch. And lads, at least just put a little bit of effort in the games, and you know, I'll be happy. And again, I hope you enjoy the match day experience tomorrow morning. I will be out with a West Ham preview on either Friday. I think it'll be Friday night because I've got a long shift on Friday, but it will be out. And I will be vlogging the West Ham game on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. And if you like the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I do loads of content on 100% NUFC. And listen out to Newcastle Fans TV as well. I have done a lot on his show. I have been doing a few fan cams and whatnot. And yeah, I'm going to go and get a drink of water and calm down. Like I say, leave your comments down below. Sorry I'm not talking to you tonight. It's because I just want to make it quick. I want to get to bed and I just want to forget about it and move on. And again, hit a like on the video. I'll see you all later. Peace out, lads.